All right, what's up, everyone? My name is AJ Wrights Crypto. We are doing a weird, different. Oh man,
What's up?
that was weird.
Did you miss?
We're doing a different type of live stream today. Different time, not different place, but all the things already. People are coming in already. Thanks for being here. But what we're going to do is we are going to listen to Donald Trump's speech today. The crypto summit started probably like an hour ago. It's a closed door thing. No surprise there. But Trump is going to come and speak here. We are going to listen to what he has to say. We're going to react to what he has to say. And we're also going to keep an eye on the charts to see if crypto reacts to that as well. Totally not against maybe jumping in a trade, given if a certain alarm goes off. I am checking out some chats here, some of the charts here, And so we're going to keep an eye on it. Of course, in town, I got my good friend, the Blockfather himself, my homie Jay.
Hey.
What's up, brother?
What's up, guys? Hope you are doing well. This is going to be fun. I'm excited about that. I see Texas Grogger, all in crypto, said, when J-Chain's neon sign? It is right here. I just got to find the time to plug it in and hang it up.
I got you that for Christmas.
Yes, you did.
2 years ago.
That's right.
We're such good friends.
To the end.
Hell yeah. So I do got to do a quick volume check here. Let me know. Can you guys hear the do? Can you guys hear that? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear it.
He said yes. Texas Grogger said yeah.
Okay, so we can hear it. All right, so I'm going to mute it for now. Just making sure that he said it was very low, though. Maybe it is coming through the mic.
So we crank that, and then they'll be able to hear it through the mic.
Yeah, I just think it's coming through. It should be coming through. That's driving me crazy.
Yeah, that's the worst hold music ever.
The worst sound I've ever heard. But it should be coming through the sound. I think
my camera not working?
J-Chain, yeah, we fixed J-Chain's mic. We had to change the gain settings. That's because each channel is different. Of course, we learn as we go. It is funny. I do see the thing coming through the USB because that's plugged into the back and that goes straight through. So it should come right through on air. I think it should. I've never had a problem with that before. And now on the screen. Okay. That was you. Got it.
That was me.
All right. So dude, what a weird past couple of days, right? I mean, what the hell?
Where's the pump? So let me ask you a question. Was it last week when you say buy the rumor, sell the news, right? There's a lot of people that talk about this, and we talked a little bit like this whole week. But where was the big pump to really make it a buy the rumor, sell the news event? Pump that we saw.
We've been in a downtrend since local top.
Right. And that pump that we saw on Sunday of last week got erased and then some by Monday.
Yeah. That's expected though, because it's just a higher low.
Mm.
We're going to see those pumps. We're going to go, yes. And then we're going to go, oh shit, that was just a higher low. You know what I mean? Downtrends take time. This is something that we've gone over in detail as we're waiting for Trump to hit the stage here. I couldn't sleep last night, and I ended up really going far down the rabbit hole on a couple charts, and I want to share with you what I found. First things first, where's the thing with both of us down there?
I'll edit. I'll fix it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we gotta move that around. Anyway, here's the Ethereum daily chart. All right, I want to start off talking about Ethereum. Notice that, we have this low here, 2020. We have low 2022. And then, as we kind of get through the years, this has the point here is that this blue uptrend, we have respected this blue uptrend since it formed in 2020. This is a multi-year uptrend. All right. And sure enough, we have been putting in lower highs. We are forming a very large pennant Depending on how you draw it, if you wanted to draw it this way and include these and just count that as a wick out, or if you just want to pull it to the top of that wick, does kind of change the point of intersection. Either way, the point of intersection is, 2027. I believe that obviously Ethereum is going to put in higher highs. I mean, we're kind of here's 20 on the chart, on the daily chart, right? I'm going to draw a line. This right here is the last day of 2025. All right. And given the halving and everything we know about, how Bitcoin works and the time for that, I mean, I because of this level, this line, I do have reason to believe that this could be very close to a local low for Ethereum. It could still wiggle, it could still come down and bounce, but I don't think Ethereum is going to straight disrespect this multi-year uptrend. That's my theory. There's a little bit more to it than that. Also, if you kind of pull fib from swing low to local high, you will see that, very close to that golden pocket 618 retest. What they say about the golden pocket, that stands true for, not mean to do that. That stands true for a reason, So I think, I'm not saying like it's a great time to accumulate Ethereum. I'm kind of using Ethereum as a barometer and I was also last night I was considering buying a Bored Ape, and I really should have bought it because someone bought the one I wanted, and then I felt instant regret.
It looked
29 G's.
It looked really good too.
Damn it!
It was a good looking ape. We had actually been looking at that one for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
it is what it is. There'll always be another one. It's like a trade, right? You'll always find another one. Yeah, another one that just resonates with you, that that appeals to you some way.
Sure.
But that's like the point at this stage, right? Like you buy, you're gonna spend that kind of money on an NFT on a Bored Ape. You want it to be something that resonates with you. That makes sense.
100%. And MJ7 asks, have these dips changed your price predictions? I think that the dips haven't changed my price predictions, but the macro conversation has changed my price predictions.
In what regards, you mean?
In terms of the reserve, in terms of Bitcoin, Trump talking about Cardano and adding those coins to reserve, the SEC backing out of all their cases. That has changed my predictions, and I am going to have a new updated Cardano price prediction coming to you guys this weekend. Also going to have a video this weekend about how to leverage trade on Bitunix. Big shout out to Bitunix, sponsor of the channel. I am in a little baby Ethereum long here. It's down like $100. I mean, not even. It's not that big of a position. I was kind of experimenting like with my Ethereum idea last night, and I actually kind of fell asleep for a couple hours. I woke up, I was up like $900, and then I fell back asleep, and I was down $400. And the stop loss is I'm looking at the wrong chart. I need to look at the Ethereum here. My stop loss is like below this low here, so it would have to go basically 2,000 under 2,100 for me to get stopped out. So it's kind of a big giving myself a lot of room on because some
breathing room.
Yeah, I'm giving myself plenty of room. Also kind of considering that, all right, we put this low in, are we going to respect this local uptrend? And that's kind of the thesis behind this trade. There is a little bit more to the story with Ethereum. So there is this indicator that has, the last time it flashed, Ethereum gained 160%.
Give it to me.
All right. This is called the MVRV, which is the market value realized value. So there's what the price of a coin is, market value, and then what people are actually paying for it, realized value. And it alternates, I believe it's a scale between 0 to 4, with that it kind of indicates if something is under or overvalued. I tried to find a good trading view indicator, but they're all inconsistent. And different from what you get on Glassnode. So this is kind of more of an on-chain type metric that you would need a Glassnode account to really follow the day-to-day. But the overall point is that, you know, last time it hit this same metric was in October of 2023. And it did, you know, kind of flash that local bottom there. So when I kind of go back to my theory here that, okay, Ethereum has respected this multi-year uptrend, and now it's, you know, flashing a similar MVRV number to October of 2023, which was back here, which was this low that I'm circling a bunch of times. So the same level on the MVRV, kind of indicating, okay, we're probably at a local low for Ethereum, hence me playing with the long. I think obviously the trade that I'm in right now wasn't timed perfectly. It has come down. I'm down $300 when I was down $100 literally 3 seconds ago. But I think the idea of the trade that we are very close to a local bottom is probably spot on the money.
Oh yeah, and I think when you say like local bottom, what's like your time frame thought there? Because I'd say maybe 3 weeks ago, somewhere around there, I swapped like 10K worth of Solana for Ethereum for kind of that same thought process. Was like, all right, we are like at the support level here, whereas we saw Solana coming down the hill from a resistance point. So like in my mind, like I've been thinking this, and I feel like you're right on the head. But like, what is that time frame where we should actually see some kind of a skip up? I mean, I know that we've got to play with the trend line, right?
I can answer that for you, no problem. So one thing I want to point out about Ethereum, like I said, I'm using Ethereum as the barometer here. That look at Ethereum, you know, back here when we flashed that MVRV level right here, we were coming down the hill, and this local low is October 23 when we had the same MVRV reading as we do now. All right. So look at the oscillator here, anchor wave, trigger wave, pushing this way, coming red into the green as the price came down. Straight up bullish divergence, daily chart with, you know, the MVRV setting like I mentioned. And look at this low. All right. So we have lower, low, anchor wave, trigger wave, red divergence, and then pop. We had this most recent pop up, and look at it now. Anchor wave, trigger wave. This one is lower. The second one here is lower as the price came down. Point of control above the price. Low volume node takes us to the next one, about 3,300. Bullish divergence. The past 3 times, you know, I showed you the previous examples, and I showed you the example now. You know, why that is probably right on the money. Beyond that, I had another Ethereum chart. Was it this one? One moment. Okay. Also, so we have been holding the 2K level, obviously psychological level. You know, we bounced off of it here. We kind of dipped down to it here. We don't like, even this wick here stayed above 2K. Ethereum staying above 2K is kind of a part of my theory here because it's such a psychological level. Also, there is something else I think it could be on this. Let me go back. There we go. Okay, here's some more of the homework that I did. So we're very close to MACD cross on the daily. The RSI is pushing up as well, so that's kind of, we can get rid of those for now. All right. Another thing I want to talk about here is, so we put in the low and then the lower low that formed the divergence. All right. So the higher low came before the death cross in that scenario. All right. And then we formed the divergence and continued. We hooked the RSIs. And look, here's the low. The death cross comes after that higher low, bullish div, and we're starting to hook the RSIs. So we have a very similar death cross into the bull div setup that we had the last time around. Another thing I want to point out is that look how sharp these angles are. See this angle here, how we kind of had lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high breakout. Well, this more recent one is a sharper angle than that. And we can kind of get that into our idea here where, you know, the highs are generally up here. we've been rejected here at right around 4,000 3 times now. But in the same breath, we're each time we came off of this psychological level, we are 20% under 20% pump to the volume spike. We're talking a 52% pump to the point of control, and we're talking an 85% pump to the previous high. So is this a back and forth type range for Ethereum? I think so. Also took some extra notes up here. The price action bull div starts a few days before death cross both times. The next low becomes the local bottom. So that's what I'm saying, is that we put in the low, we put in the death cross, the next low is the local bottom. We put in the low, we put in the death cross, the next low is the local bottom, especially when you pair that with the confluence of the market value, realized value thing that I mentioned before, and the death cross to the lower low. So if you measure the day of the death cross from here, death cross to the low, talking 25 days. All right, let's do it again. The death cross to this low, right around 23 days. So we are right on time.
Let's go.
Two very similar situations, and I think we're going to have a similar result. And it all does kind of hang on Ethereum holding this multi-year downtrend, and holding the 618 Fibonacci level. So we lose the 618, we break structure. That's no bueno.
Yeah,
that's no bueno at all. But obviously, I did go very far down the rabbit hole. And I think my thesis here is that I think Ethereum is very close to a local bottom, and I'm reacting to that. So
yeah, I know we're getting ready for Trump to deliver some remarks and stuff. And when you talk about Ethereum and like potentially breaking that level, like knowing that they've got oh man, I looked at the numbers yesterday. I feel it's a very he's talking. Oh no.
Hold on.
I feel like there's a very high percentage of the portfolio that is in Ethereum, and so
I'm listening.
It's just follow where like the smart money's going, like you know what I mean. Like it's gonna go back up the hill. That's where it's gonna go.
Oh yeah.
Like how far is it gonna tumble? Like you said, like maybe to the bottom of the 618. If we lose that is terrible. But
I think the measurements to the volume spikes through the low volume node to the point of control, like I said, that 20%, that 30 some percent, and 50 some percent, and then the 85% to the high. That's a big move for Ethereum. That's a lot of money. And all the signs are pointing to that history repeating itself, and that being a local bottom for Ethereum. We are going to find out if that's true.
Where does that take us as far as this is live.
The screen's just dead. If you try to find another stream while on your computer as I'm doing that, but yeah, like I mentioned, so I hear things. Yeah, we're talking 33% to the next bid low. Here we go.
American football is a real event. X says no sound.
No sound?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, you got. Okay. Hold on, let me try it. It's annoying.
Right now, they're just talking about FIFA.
Yeah, they're not missing anything.
They're not talking about crypto. They're talking about FIFA in 2028 or whenever it's going to California. Three Super Bowls a day for a month is what it's like having the World Cup. They're talking about. They're talking about like how we're bringing that here. When is it? In 2028, I think, in LA. Do the
The World Cup soccer stuff. Nothing crazy. Could we just pull the mic to it?
Yeah, I can just put my mic there. That's
Here, I don't get it. I don't because this is plugged in. Working on it. Coming. Well, it should be coming through the mic. Right now. One. So I never had an issue playing. Uh,
it's on air, right?
yeah. Sorry for the. Do appreciate your patience. I'm trying to figure out if even if I worst case got to play it through my phone or something, I will do that. They're literally talking about soccer. So trust me, you're not missing out on any crypto alpha. At least not yet. We are working to fix this issue, and I appreciate your patience. So thanks for make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, all the things we are working on this to get this because it would be cool to have to play this. So let's see how it goes. Firefox, but the Firefox is the only way we're able to play multiple cameras because it didn't work on Chrome. I have just never had an issue with it working. Like, it has always come through the.
It's kind of, is there like?
Yeah, because look at it, but like, so it has the USB buttons on the back. All right, and then this clicks over, and then that should be running USB through there, and that comes through channel 6, and channel 6 is live. Channel 6 is hot, but nothing coming through.
You know what? I'll just play it from my iPad then, which is right by my.
I have it. I could play it here.
Not finished. Because it's not like any other token. There's a key.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That is not
It's a sports trophy. Let me know if you guys can hear that.
You gotta be kidding. Yeah. Oh. Wait.
We got some noise. We heard the wow.
This is a good one.
That's beautiful.
Inter Miami and Seattle Sounders play.
Never seen anything like that.
It's a trophy of the future.
Yeah.
It represents the past, the future, everything, the present.
And this will be at the White House for a little while.
Yes.
So if anybody needs a picture or anything, you can take it. But this is.
If you like it, Mr. President, it can stay here just on the 13th of July. You should take it with me.
All right,
Let's leave it here.
To the stadium.
All right, we can hear it now.
to give
Good.
it to the winners. They can take a picture.
All right, so right now I've kind of pulled the volume away. They're literally talking about a trophy with soccer. We will patiently wait for them to talk crypto. For the love of God, we will. Want to check ETH real quick. Here's some questions.
We're talking about FIFA. Thank you very much.
Oh.
And they're both great guys. And by the way, they both get along fantastically well. Marco has done unbelievably as Secretary of State. And Elon is a very unique guy who's done a fantastic job.
Do you think he needs
Yeah.
to be weighing in this
Enough.
process?
It's FIFA. It's just a FIFA.
Oh man.
How do you see the World Cup thing now? Because the tensions you have with Canada and Mexico.
Oh, I think it's going to make it more exciting. Tension's a good thing.
Even for the World Cup?
Yeah, I think so. I think it makes it much more exciting.
Sort of the entire committee is here for FIFA with Johnny?
Please come
Would you
up.
like them to come up and take a picture?
Please,
Yeah,
Johnny,
he was
come
like,
on.
"Oh yeah, we're talking about FIFA. Don't ask
great.
about something else."
That's so funny. Twice, two people got called out. He was like, "Stop it! We're talking about FIFA right now."
All of these big events
I'll let you.
happening over the course of the next.
I'll let Christy answer that question.
Oh, answer what question?
Go ahead. Security.
The security for this event will be run by the Department of Homeland Security. So we are signing today this document that will say that we will form task forces and partnerships. We'll have incident command centers in these 11 cities that will partner all the agencies and departments at the federal. We'll have some worldwide partners.
Someone in the chat said, "This is like waiting for the crypto market to move, waiting for them to talk about crypto."
I was literally going to say the same thing, man. It's hilarious.
That is
So true.
spot on the money on that. I'm going to kind of patiently wait for them to talk about crypto. I think they will in a matter of time, but I think they're,
You gotta get their photo up.
they got to get their photo up first. But I am checking in on my ETH trade. Down like $200, nothing crazy. Yeah, I think that I was looking at the 12-minute, and I think that this local uptrend right here kind of tells the story because you can kind of see the curvature, kind of this rounded bottom here, and they're asking a question. And then here's this downtrend here as well. So I think I'm gonna stay in this Ethereum long. I don't hate it, but let's go back to the thing. Thanks for watching.
What? Do we get hosed?
Hold on. Okay. Thanks for watching. Maybe that was something else because it said 3 p.m. Crypto Summit. Maybe they're still, the Crypto Summit itself started like an hour and a half ago.
2 hours ago, I think 1:30.
Okay, so maybe it's taken longer than we anticipated. I really did want to hear what he had to say about it. Maybe the event will begin shortly. Maybe this is a different.
Yeah, they probably.
In the meantime, on my laptop, I am going to try to find Trump speaking today. I'm going to see if there's like a different link or watch live. It says waiting for PBS NewsHour 3 p.m. Trump is scheduled to speak at 3 p.m. ET. It's 3:37. And obviously that was whatever we just watched was not about crypto. So this website says we're waiting. The Hill was just what we watched, but that obviously wasn't it. The New York Times live 3 minutes ago. Trump administration updates. Columbia University loses $400 million in federal grants and contracts. That's not about crypto. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe it's taken longer than they originally anticipated because we are obviously waiting with everyone else. So
this is interesting. Yeah, I bet you're probably right that they did the FIFA thing, do the photo ops, all that stuff, clear out the Oval Office, and then get ready for the next thing.
Right.
Maybe.
Right. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, we'll certainly be patient. We'll keep an eye on the situation. I would like to cover it live, like doing stuff like that. Let me just kind of pull back up the PBS story on my laptop. So if anything starts playing on that site, I can because it says they was waiting for PBS NewsHour, and it was supposed to start at 3:00. So yeah, so there we go. It's delayed 30 minutes for Trump, says someone. I didn't see that, but I will take your word for it if that is true. Must be doing short clips for different topics. That is possible. Obviously, some people in the chat said, let's talk about some charts. I'm all here for that. No one read my super chat. What super chat?
Oh okay.
Yeah. Doomser, $5 super chat. Hey, thanks for the $5. I know J Chain's thoughts, AJ, a GoFundMe for Dog the Bounty Hunter.
So let me ask you a question. Do you understand what happened?
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't hate it at all. I think Dog's the man for the job. I used to watch Dog the Bounty Hunter because it came on right after Chris Angel's Mind Freak.
So let me ask you a question. It should be part of the deal that you and I are there like the moment like it all goes down, right?
I don't know. I think I'd rather be there like, after he exits.
Anyway.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're off the rails. ETH is dropping. That's
Oh, really? Is everything dropping?
Yeah, maybe let me I'm checking. I'm trying to check the news here. Crypto panic to see if there's any like fresh stories that just popped. No crypto tax break for investors. Well, that's remains to be seen. This is all 4 hours ago. I'm trying to get my don't know what that is. The most recent story on crypto panics 25 minutes ago. That never happened. Let's get a fresh refresh on that. Kind of a more chilled stream, but hey, we're still chilling. About 181 people trying to find the truth here live, ladies and gentlemen.
This has been, I'm telling you, man, it was the hardest thing to figure out any information about all of this. Even the guest list, that was a lot of speculation and kind of tomfoolery and people playing really sad that they didn't get invited.
Yep. Yeah. There was a lot of stuff about a lot of different stuff. I don't know. Now do you know why? I need to turn the Wi-Fi off. Hopefully that doesn't disconnect the stream.
You should stay connected.
Straight in through Ethernet. I'm pretty sure it stays connected.
Yep.
Okay. Trying to get the fresh here. All right. Well, I'm gonna give this a minute. Let's check over the SWE chart here. Yeah, SWE is even kind of pushing down at the moment. Yeah, the ETH trade definitely down about 4%. Not the end of the world. Obviously prepared to risk $2,000 loss with this trade. Not going to, if I don't know, there is a situation where if my stop loss is here, if we break the trend line, I feel like it's likely to double bottom and hit the stop. But we are still holding it for now. So I'm not, I am going to be patient. It's not a big deal to be in a trade that's open and down. There are some of the best trades I've ever had have been down a couple $1,000s
and they come back.
They come back. So I have my stop loss set. I'm prepared. I have my, I'm ready. I'm willing to risk what I'm risking for this trade. So, not the end of the world. No big deal. But yeah, even like kind of, oh man, that's
wow,
very messy. Let's kind of get through that. Let's check the 12-minute here.
This is ETH?
Yeah, this is ETH. Well, Jesus, AJ, what are you doing?
I think that's like the number one thing that happens the most for me on TradingViews.
Oh, okay. There is something on the Hill site. What is it?
Yeah, that's the group. That's the right room. That's the crypto room. Yeah, because Ellie Tourette posted a picture from inside there just a little bit ago. So this is the right room.
Okay. Well, I don't hear anything from there yet. Yeah, no sound coming through. So I think we are on to it. We are on.
Ooh, baby.
To finish my thought, Ethereum. Yeah, I mean it's like already kind of wicks down and then like pushes up. You kind of look at like a 7-minute. It kind of comes down and then fights up. Like I'm not totally giving up on this trade. Like I said, we lose 2,100. That's my stop loss here. No, I mean do that. I do feel that my stop loss is just below that. Actually, it's actually 2,190. So it actually has to go $10 below that wick low for me to get stopped. But I do feel that if you kind of give in this local uptrend, that if we break that or put a lower low in from here, that it is likely to hit the stop. So I probably will, if that happens, I'll probably close this trade for less of a loss. That's fine with me. But I did kind of just want to fill you all in on that. I do hear some things coming out of there's some background noise on the microphone.
Hot mic.
Crypto Summit. So I think we are going to get what we came here for.
Good.
I'd love to hear that. Love to hear that.
Sounds like somebody's getting a glass of water.
Yeah, somebody's drinking water. When Ondo Moon, we can click on the Ondo chart while we're waiting for that to come around. So guys, we talked about this not long ago. Ondo is in a sideways range. It spent the past 20 hours and 36 minutes inside of a 7.5% range. And anytime you see Ondo range sideways like that, there tends to be a move. You try to find a small sideways range for Ondo. And then tell me what happens after that range. And this is a very large sideways range. We're almost talking over a full day. It's been stuck in a 7% range. So if I were you and I wanted to trade Ondo, I would alarm the hell out of this. You could even alarm the local high if you'd like to, right here. That's $1.05. 105. And then the range high is above that at 106.2. 106.2. I'm going to set the alarm for 105 right now. Bump, bump. And then the low here is 98.5. Set that. Boom. 0.98.5. So that is the setup for Ondo. Of course, if you would like to extrapolate the targets, we're talking this at 94 cents. And then here at 86 cents. Oh, things are about to happen.
Oh, they're clapping.
They're clapping. Well, we're not synced up. Oh, we're behind on my phone. He said thank you very much. Hold on.
Wonderful place, the White House. I want to begin as Johnny here from World Cup. I want to thank you for the selection. And they just had a presentation in the Oval Office, and I thought this was such a beautiful.
We're not synced up.
This is a big deal. The World Cup is
it on that computer?
And
You're talking about the World Cup again. Jesus.
Infantino was my friend for a long time, and during my first term, we worked out a deal to get the World Cup. Then, because of lots of interesting things that happened, I ended up being president when it showed up. I was always disappointed. I wasn't going to make it. I was going to serve 8 straight. Instead, we did it the hard way, but maybe the more important way. So I will be with you as president, Johnny. So maybe you could just say a few words and show how beautiful the World Cup trophy is.
Okay, so it's the World Cup thing again.
Yeah, sure, please.
Again?
That seems crazy.
That does seem crazy.
This is the.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know why? My laptop's on PBS. That's why.
Well, you go ahead.
All right. So I'm doing the play-by-play here. They're literally talking about the World Cup trophy again. It says even on the PBS website, watch live. Trump delivers a White House digital asset summit remarks as cryptocurrencies struggle. That's what it says on PBS News. Of course, they're talking about the World Cup trophy here. So we will keep you updated. Obviously open to streaming longer if we need to. But this is not what we came to see. So look at that trophy, though.
Whoa!
Bullish on that trophy, ladies and gentlemen. Love that trophy. That trophy.
What do you think? Michael Saylor's so impressed right now.
Oh, dude. Sailor's stoked, bro.
He's like, let's hide some Bitcoin in there.
Right. Yeah, that's something. So where were we at with my Cato setup here? This is another one, guys, that I've had a close eye on it. Very close eye on it. I think this downtrend did not work out to our favor. So I'm going to pull it over. They're literally talking about that trophy. You're not missing anything. The range, most of the range, 4% in a day. The top of the range, about 9%. But if you kind of cut that little bit out of it, this thing is in just a kind of a boring sideways range. I would say confirmation low, new confirmation low. I'm going to get rid of this level. Cato $1.57.4. That'd be my short alarm there. And I will set that alarm on this computer. Yeah, they're literally talking about the World Cup. Man, I don't know what the hell's going on. And then this high would be not bad for confirmation at this point. 166.3. Guys, this is the Cato chart. Haven't been sleeping on this one at all. It's had a lot of trading volume. So much trading volume. This is one of those that you don't want to miss. 172.
What is this? I got to do some research about this. What is Cato?
Dude, I have no idea. It is a flying chart. That's what I know.
It's hot right now, right?
It's one of those things that you don't always like. If you're spot trading and you're hodling, that's when you really. It's very important to keep track of what is what. What's the utility? What's the use case? But in the same breath, if you come over on Bitunix here, and obviously sign up for Bitunix, click the link down below where we do all our trading. This thing still has 172 million in trading volume. It has dropped significantly in trading volume, which is kind of a sign given the
what's the
lack of volatility. But it was like above XRP for a while. Hold on, let me check.
Thank you, Johnny. Great job. I just thought you should see this trophy because it's really, it's the biggest sporting event in the world.
Still talking about the World Cup. This damn World Cup, dude.
We appreciate being selected. Thank you very much. You do a fantastic job. And welcome to the first ever White House Digital Asset Summit.
Here we go.
I know that many
Here we
of you
go.
have been fighting for years for this, and it's an honor to be with you at the White House. I want to thank the White House AI and crypto czar David Sachs, Treasury Secretary. This is David right here. I guess you don't know. You know David. And the man who's doing a great job as Secretary of Treasury. Scott Bessent, who's right here. Scott, thank you very much. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, wherever you may be, Howard. Hi, Howard.
Hi, Howard.
He's doing some interesting work right now with all that's going on. He's right in the middle of it and doing a great job. Thank you. SBA Administrator Kelly Loeffler. And thank you. SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce.
Woo!
I thought it was Purse.
Thank you, Hester.
I always said
Acting
Pierce.
CFTC Chairman Caroline Pham.
She was at the Ondo event.
Mm-hmm.
House Majority Whip Tom Emmer.
Tom Emmer, let's go.
Tom.
Man, yeah. We got some
Representative Brian
VIPs in the house.
Thank you. Brian, thank you very much. Digital Assets Council Director Bo Hines. Good, Bo. Great job. And many other distinguished guests. We have a lot of very distinguished people around the table. Some of them will be speaking. I want to thank Marco Rubio also, who's right over there. And we have tremendous people very interested in this subject. And last year I promised to make America the Bitcoin superpower of the world and
Let's go.
crypto capital of the planet. And we're taking historic action.
Trump pump.
to deliver on that
Trump
promise,
pump.
as you know, around the table. Yesterday, I signed an executive order officially creating our strategic Bitcoin reserve. And this will be a virtual Fort Knox for digital gold to be housed within the United States Treasury. That's a big thing.
Woo! Let's go. 200,000 Bitcoin, baby. Let's get it.
Pump it.
Hey, pump it.
Is already among the largest holders of Bitcoin, as you know. Really one of the largest holders in the world, with as many as 200,000 Bitcoin obtained via civil law and various other forms of law, and including enforcement actions. These existing holdings will form the foundation of the new reserve. Unfortunately, in recent years, the U.S. government has foolishly sold tens of thousands of additional Bitcoin that were worth billions and billions of dollars. Idiot! Sold them. They did sell
That's one of these.
Not a good thing to have done. From this day on, America will follow the rule that every Bitcoin knows very well: never sell your Bitcoin. That's a little.
Don't sell your biddies, baby.
That's right or not?
No.
Hell no.
Let's go.
I gotta tweet that.
Who knows? Who knows? But so far, it's been right. And well, let's keep it that way. The Treasury and Commerce Departments will also explore new pathways to accumulate additional Bitcoin holdings for the reserve, provided it's done at no cost to the taxpayers. We don't want any cost to the taxpayers. In addition, my order directs federal agencies to conduct an inventory of all crypto assets currently held by the U.S. government and determine how they can be transferred easily to the Treasury. Non-Bitcoin digital assets will be held in a new U.S. digital asset stockpile where they will be managed properly. My administration also is working to end the federal bureaucracy's war on crypto, which was really going on pretty wildly during Biden until election came about. About 5 months before the election, he became a big fan because he heard how many people were in favor of it and how many people love it and respect it. But I guess it didn't work out too well for him. People understood what was going on and paved the way for groundbreaking innovations in institutional finance. Under the Bitcoin administration, regulators strong-armed banks. I mean, they really did. They strong-armed banks into closing the accounts of crypto businesses and entrepreneurs, effectively blocking some money transfers to and from exchanges, and they weaponized government against the entire industry. But I know that feeling also.
We got people in the chat talking about the color of his tie, saying originally was it gold or yellow, and then someone saying, "I wish it was green." I think that's about as close as he's got to an orange tie. That's his.
Now, some people really suffered. It was ridiculous what they were doing, but in the end, they came around, but they came around for the wrong reasons. They came around only because they wanted votes, and they saw that tens of millions of people were against them because of what they were doing. I also want to express my strong support for the efforts of lawmakers in Congress as they work on bills to provide regulatory certainty for dollar-backed stablecoins and the digital assets market. They're working very hard on that. This is a tremendous opportunity for economic growth and innovation in our financial sector, and will really go a long way. I think it's going to be a tremendous, we feel like pioneers in a way, a tremendous method of growth. And things are very much tied, and we want to keep it that way, the U.S. dollar, long into the future. We're going to keep it that way. I hope lawmakers will send that legislation to my desk before August recess if they can. And they're very much working with you, and you know a lot of them, and a lot of them were committed right from the very beginning. So I just want to congratulate you all for being at the White House today, and a man who knows more about Bitcoin and AI and just about everything else than anybody, David Saxon. I'd like to have you say a few words, David.
The crypto czar, let's go.
Here we go.
Today because of your leadership, your vision, and your generosity, and I really want to thank you for that. I think we're also here because of your desire to make America great and to introduce a golden age in America, including for digital assets. And we're here because of your love of innovators, or as you might say, high IQ people. We know you love high IQ people. We have about 30 of them here in the room today. These are the top people in the digital asset industry. And one other thing that I think that you love is legal fairness. This is an industry that was subjected to prosecution and persecution for the last 4 years, horrible lawfare, and nobody knows what that feels like better than you do. So we really appreciate the fact that you understand legal fairness and that you're always willing to fight for the right thing, for legal fairness. You never back down. You stand defiant, even in the face of an assassin's bullet. It's an inspiration to everyone in this room, I think. So it's an honor.
Okay.
So I just want to say it's an honor to work for you. It's an honor to work for a president who works every day to get so much done on behalf of the American people. Your administration is moving at tech speed. It's really amazing. It's actually faster than any startup that I've been part of. Is that your administration moves even faster. So I just want to say thank you for having me be a part of it. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I love working for you. And thank you again for this opportunity.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Let's go.
And now I just want to pass the ball to Secretary Besson.
Scott.
David?
Scott Besson, the Department of Treasury.
Today, when President Trump has signed the executive order to establish the strategic Bitcoin reserve and stockpile, we're going to position the United States as a leader among nations in the digital asset strategy. It's important for the United States to recognize this fact and get ahead of the other nations in the digital age. We applaud the president's direction to use the digital assets already in possession of the nation, and we are going to establish this Bitcoin reserve. We use this authority to augment the asset side of the United States balance sheet. As I've said many times, President Trump is creating assets for the American people, while most past presidents have created debt. And a large
That's a good point. It's a really good point.
Can be in digital assets. We are going to end the regulatory weaponization against digital assets.
Yep.
The Biden administration's actions did nothing other than punish innovators.
Yep.
And that all of you have made it here today is really a testament to your fortitude. Much of Treasury's responsibility in this order relates to the tax code and determinations around risk weightings. And I'm here to assure you that we are going to work with the controller of the currency, the IRS, and we're going to rescind and amend all applicable previous guidance. And we are going to put a lot of thought into the stablecoin regime. And as President Trump has directed, we are going to keep the U.S. the dominant reserve currency in the world, and we will use stablecoins to do that.
Whoa.
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 You gave up on the dollar today.
That was big.
That was big. It was huge, actually.
Technology is at the foundation of
Howard Lutnick, Department of Commerce.
He understands technology. He embraces technology, and he's going to use technology to drive America forward. The blockchain and Bitcoin technology are a key part of that thinking, and embracing that and here today shows how much a leader the Trump administration and our president is. He understands it. He embraces it. As you said, you're a pioneer in this place, and this is where we're going. We're using blockchain. We're using Bitcoin. We're going to use digital assets to pound forward.
What do you think, USDC or RLUSD?
Both.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Howard.
Tether's we're done with Tether though, right?
Yeah.
Kelly, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is truly a historic day, and as a crypto founder, I couldn't be more proud to be part of your administration. You're moving at the speed of tech for sure, and I will just say it's a great day to have the war on not just crypto, but the war on innovation done. And under your administration, we are truly going to enter into the golden age. And I'll just say, as the administrator of the SBA, small business is a tremendous network that crypto can be deployed against. And so the SBA is open to crypto. So I look forward to working with all of the leaders in this room to advance your efforts here. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.
All right.
Thank you, Kelly.
All right.
Tom, please.
Tom Emmer.
Well, Mr. President, I want to say thank you. I want to thank you for the amazing team that you put together. I want to thank you for David. I mean, this kind of a meeting, no one in this room could have envisioned this just a couple years ago. You are the one that has the vision. You're the one that said, we are going to do 21st century finance right here in the United States of America. I've been doing this for 9 years. It is amazing how far we've come, and that's a credit to you, Mr. President, and your leadership, and God bless you for doing this, because it's going to make a huge difference with everything else you're doing. And by the way, Americans love it. They're going crazy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you very much.
Nice
Tom
job.
Emmer destroyed Gary Gensler. He's loving it.
Go ahead, please.
Does anyone want to say a couple of words? Cameron or Tyler, do you want to?
You're very shy.
It's Brian Armstrong. Sailor.
I think you said something earlier that I thought was really profound. You said that a year ago, you thought it would be more likely that you'd end up in jail than at the White House. You, not to put you on the spot, because you didn't do anything wrong, but that was the environment a year ago.
Yeah, that's a weird way to frame that.
Sure, that was actually Tyler who said that.
Sorry, I still get mixed up.
But yeah, we never thought that we'd get attacked the way we did in our backyard after trying to do the right thing for so many years and always trying to raise the bar with respect to regulations. So it's truly wonderful to see how things have changed and how the pendulum has swung back in the way that it has. And we've always felt that the U.S. should lead in Bitcoin and crypto, and it's ours to sort of lead and win. And it's just wonderful what President Trump has been doing with this, and we look forward to working together. And thanks for inviting us, David, and setting us up.
Thank you. Thank you both. Please.
I was just going to say thank you, Mr. President. Cameron takes credit for a lot of my things I say.
The Winklevi twins.
It's interesting that they get more time. They get first time over like Brian Armstrong or Sailor.
So thank you for your leadership on this.
Thank you both very much. High IQ individuals around this table. That's what I always say. We need high IQ. So thank you very much. Would anybody like to say anything? Please.
I just want to express my deep gratitude for the seriousness with which you're approaching our industry and how you're actually helping guide it in the right direction. I work with many central banks in other countries, and when I was working there, I was one.
This is Sergey, right?
As an American citizen, can't help the United States financial system reach this higher level that the world is on course towards generally.
Yeah. This definitely sounds like Sergey Nazarov.
Finally, there's been.
Yeah, the video is just a little bit off. We got two different sources to get the audio working.
These ideas. Me and
Sergey Nazarov
do believe
of Link.
the crypto, blockchain, Web3 infrastructure is the next iteration of the financial system. And I think that the U.S. should have its leadership position continue in that new financial system. And I'm very, very happy to see people like David Sachs, Secretary Bessent, Secretary Lutnick taking this very seriously with their time, and very grateful to them too. So I'm just overjoyed to see this. And I think it is a big part of how the U.S. can continue its role in the global financial system. So thank you.
Boom.
Thank you very much. I thought it was very important that we stay in the front of this one. This is a big one. And as you know, China is pushing forward and very strongly as usual, but we're way in the lead as we are in AI and other things, and we want to stay there. So I thought this was very important, and we have some brilliant people sitting around this table, and it's an honor to have you involved, but we want to stay at the forefront of everything. And this is a very important day in your lives. I know you worked, some of you, very long before people really understood what was happening. And so I congratulate you, but this is a big day. Being in the White House is a big deal, and you have great support. Thank you all very much. Thank you very much.
All right. Whoa!
Whoa. Oh. Sorry about that.
What's up?
Trading alarms, everybody. Trading alarms.
It's over, right?
I don't know. But I know Sailor said he wanted to say something, and they said they go back to him. Oh? Oh. Sorry about that. I'm refreshing the page. This Sailor is not going to talk. He wanted to.
Well, thank you very much, everyone. Great honor to have you. I know you've all been working very hard and very successfully.
Yeah. He didn't say anything.
It's a wonderful place, the White House.
Oh, that's it. It's over. Okay. So that's what we got, ladies and gentlemen.
Huh. What do you think?
That's what we got. I am kind of bummed that everyone in the room didn't get a chance to speak. I know that Brian Armstrong was in attendance. Michael Saylor was in attendance. Michael Saylor, after the Winklevi twins both said their piece, Saylor went to speak up, and the crypto czar, Sergey, already started talking, Sergey Nazarov from Chainlink. And then the crypto czar said, "We'll come back to you," referring to Michael Saylor. And then they ended. So Michael Saylor did not get a chance to say his piece. And guys, I understand what you're saying, that you think it's a nothing burger, and because price go down, that's bad. But guys, this is not a nothing burger. This is the future of this industry. Is what's up?
Usually a little dark.
Huh?
Usually a little dark.
Oh, okay. This is the future of crypto we're talking here. This is the future of, I mean, Tom Emmer said it best that, you know, if you would have told me that we'd be in this room having this conversation a couple of years ago, I wouldn't believe you. And it's certainly a step in the right direction. You know, certainly a lot of, quote, high IQ individuals in that room. And guys, crypto, if I've learned anything in my experience from crypto, is that it takes time. And finally, the ducks are being placed in a row. We're taking positive steps forward. It's amazing that the Winklevi twins, Michael Saylor, Brian Armstrong, Sergey Nazarov are in that room together. It might not be
But this, I mean, like, I think, you know, we live in this instant gratification life now, right?
Yep.
Where we have to have it right now, like pump my bags right now. Like that's what everybody wanted. That's what they were expecting from this. But really, like, if you take the pragmatic approach to this, like you're talking about the federal government, okay? Like they're not just going to change overnight. Like, yeah, this was like a first touch. This was the introduction, like, to this whole thing, and that's why they did the presser on this, and they, you know, kind of passed the mic around to a few people in the room. Really interesting, though, how Winklevi got it versus, you know, Armstrong.
Well, you know, they both got to speak, and I think they thought that I think everyone should have got a chance. I don't like that Brian and Michael both didn't get a chance. And I was, out of curiosity, I went to look at the Chainlink chart, and the Chainlink on small time frames is dumping as well. I was thinking maybe because Sergey got to say his piece that something would happen there, but Chainlink is pushing for lower lows, you know, looking sweet, dropping as well. Bitcoin kind of, you know, small time frame put in a low, and now it's kind of fighting, you know, wicked down all the way to 85.6 something. And now is, you know, 86.1, 86.2. Obviously my Ethereum long did not go according to plan, But even if this one trade doesn't work, I still feel, given the long-term triangle, given the MV/RV reading that's similar to October of 2023, I do feel that we are very close to a local bottom. This is kind of the overview of what I was talking about. Ethereum's kind of in that golden pocket by the 618. It's in this large triangle here where the bottom of the triangle starts all the way back in 2020. And when we put this low in here, we have a lot of very similar indicators to what we have here, not to mention the more thorough breakdown I did about the two previous pumps, and the similarities with the death crosses, and the how I think we kind of went down up in that same style. No, this isn't the correct chart. Where's the correct chart?
The one that you drew on earlier.
Yeah, the one I had a lot of stuff on. I'm basically, my point here is that I do still think Ethereum is very close to a local low. Yeah, this is the one I was referring to. From, if you look at this again, the distance from the lows to the death crosses, and the death cross to the lower low was 23 to 25 days. And 25 days after the death cross, we put in the lower low that formed the bullish divergence. And we've done the same thing here. The first low happened, the death cross happened after, and 23 days later, we have put in the low with a bullish divergence. So, and kind of considering this angle that we're looking at here, that did lead to a breakout last time, which would have been right here, I feel that Ethereum is very close to a local low. I stand by that, regardless of the small time frame kind of coming down a little bit. I don't think Ethereum. I think Ethereum's low is in. I don't think we're going to see Ethereum go below 2,000. I will publicly say that.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, that's where we're at right now. And then hopefully, this wick down. Hopefully that's it for today. Hopefully that's the low for the day at 21.16. And yeah, man, that's what we got. We obviously, in terms of immediate price action, if you want to say nothing burger, okay. But in terms of, are we taking positive steps forward to correct crypto regulation?
Yep.
Am I bullish as ever? Do I think Q3, Q4 is going to be fireworks? Am I loading my bags? Is this the time to buy? I mean, guys, if we take a minute here and go through a handful of charts. Like, even if we look at SWI here, let me get this down. I mean, look at, this is Phantom's price. I know it's very messy. I mean, we're right here. And this was the December high. We have a chance to load up now before all the regulation comes in. Look at Pyth. I mean, this is one that put in a lower low but when you look at the divergence, when you look at Market Cipher here, we do have a very heavy push down. Anchor wave, trigger wave. Okay. And then you kind of pull this up and look at that low here. I think that this is probably very close to its local low, and that we're going to see this divergence play out. And I think obviously we're very far. What I'm saying here, across the board, we are in a lot of, quote, value areas to buy a lot of our favorite coins.
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on. One last final thought.
Yep.
Even Dogecoin, man. I mean, look at this. You kind of go from local, swing low to this previous high, and look at where Dogecoin is, right under the 618,786. A lot of coins are coming on down to those value levels, and it isn't the best right now, but I'm telling you guys that if you kind of go back in time and think to yourself, okay, look at FET right here. Look at FET. We've seen where FET has gone in the past few pumps, and basically this is April 24, and this is December 24. Across the board, any FET you bought in here when FET woke up was a win. Almost every altcoin that we know, that we love, that we follow is down in these areas. Look at Shiba Inu. All right, so we have, I'm kind of pull this from the not mean to do that. Let me try to finish my thought here. So we kind of come from our swing low to this high here, or even to actually let me go from swing low, previous swing low to this high. I mean, this is value area low all day. If you look at, okay, so Shiba Inu came all the way up here, March 24 was all the way up here, December 24. Any SHIB that you bought down here, when it goes on its pump, is a win. So nothing burger all you want. Immediate price action, sure, I hear you. But when it comes to, you know, what the relevance, the importance of having proper crypto regulation, you know, right now Michael Saylor and Brian Armstrong and Sergey Nazarov are in the same room as Donald Trump. I don't know how we don't walk away from that a little bit more bullish, even if the price doesn't immediately reflect what we want. Guys, it's only March. Yeah. Bitcoin halving cycle, where Q3, Q4, we're going to see fireworks, and we're going to get rich. If you're not already rich, you know, I'd like to get to like $10-12 million this year.
Let's go.
I think it's possible. I think it's very possible.
Let's go. So question about Pith. There was a couple things in the comments, you know, it's such a disappointment. It's heartbreaking, all that stuff. And I feel the same way, right? You know, it's been the underperformer. Like at what point do you say like, and this is obviously not financial advice, it's just, you know, conversation, but you know, at what point do you, and you've got obviously weigh your risk strategies and all that kind of stuff. But like at what point do you say like, all right, I'm ready to cut ship cut bait on this one and move over to it somewhere else where I think it might has a better of a chance of performing?
I mean, I think it's kind of where it's kind of what is your strategy? Like what's your takeaway? What are you aiming for? Because obviously if you're day trading this, you know, we have to react to what's happening. And what's happening is right now people are kind of selling the news a little bit. But in terms of this coming bull run, that, you know, we're looking towards the end of the summer, kind of getting into, you know, spring, getting into the fall months. I think anything you buy across the board is a win right now.
That's, I mean,
even if it's not an optimal purchase, not everybody's going to be optimal in terms of, did you buy the bottom? Did you sell the top? You're never going to buy the bottom. You're never going to sell the top.
It's as simple though. It's not about timing the market. It's time in the market. And if you think about where we're going to be Q3, I like to say H2, the beginning of H2, but Q3, whatever, at this year, right? At some point, we're going to start laughing about these prices. $1 Ondo, you got to be kidding me. 2-cent Jasmine, come on, that's a joke. Like, like we are going to be so far up from where we are now. It's like, you know, to look back and think about it, because in bull runs past, like at some point, think about even November, right? How you started, and then boom, by the time we were at that peak where we all kind of wish that we sold, you know, things change quick.
Yeah, I mean, at any point, if you look at the local low, November 4th in 2024, that was the local low. 30 days later, we were putting in local highs.
Right.
At any point in time, you're a month away from a new high. You have people in the chat saying, "Oh, I might have to get out. I'm down on crypto right now." Getting out right now, that's a dumb money move.
Don't capitulate
Smart
now at the bottom.
Buying right now. The not so smart money has their finger on the button, and I've been around the block. You know, this is my third bull run. This is the time. It's that simple. This is the time. And yeah, I can pull the Algorand chart quickly. We have been streaming here for, you know, over an hour. We're probably gonna wind down here in a little bit, but I'm more than happy to pull a couple charts. I'm also more than happy. I didn't sleep well last night. I wanted to do a members only today. Will not be doing that because I have to film for the weekend videos today after this live stream. But if there are any Q&A type questions from members who would like to about the Telegram group, feel free to ask if you're a member. If you have sent an email, Joe, to the ajalphagroup@gmail.com and we have not got back to you, we will. We get a lot of emails. It takes a couple of days. Obviously, very highly sought after Telegram group. A lot of really, you know, a lot of really good trades have been going down in the group. You know, we're winning, and it takes time. So be patient. I appreciate that. I mean, even Algorand here, a kind of similar setup to Doge and Shiba. How it is, you know, in between 618 and 786. Kind of, you know, this thing is We're talking 163% pump back to local high of December 2024 high. It has been ranging a little bit. I don't hate the setup on the oscillator on the daily chart, kind of anchor wave, trigger wave, as this is coming under. I would like to see it like kind of have a more clear change of direction. As I always say, you're in a downtrend until you're not. Right now we are still in that downtrend. That's for sure. So, but you know, could this little string here on the 2-hour chart be the first series of higher lows? I mean, could the bottom be in? I think it very well could be. If you kind of draw it out like that, like this right here very well could be the local bottom. And that remains to be seen. I mean, look at the curvature of the oscillators. Obviously, you got point of control and the Fibonacci 618 at 28.9, about 29 cents, acting as pretty heavy support resistance. Let's see, you know, how we fare. I think maybe, you know, early next week we could see a turnaround. The volatility, I mean, even given the news that we just had, right? Like kind of given this last little block here. I mean, Algorand has spent the past 3 days inside of a 9.2% range. That's not a good or a bad thing. It's just a sideways boring thing. So not the end of the world.
Got a question from Mike, the Modern Canadian, just came in. You think Fed will make its all-time high this year?
Well, I mean, that would require 28 cents.
It's a 10x.
I think it's possible. Like, yeah, I think it's asking for a lot. You also have to consider how much the supply has grown from 2021 to now. I mean, there is a scenario if the institutional attempt plays out, but I wouldn't be surprised if VET went to, you know, 60 cents, 50 cents. I think
that'd be crazy.
That's possible. If I'm being absolutely pragmatic, here, let me pull the V chain chart up, and then where is my damn V chain chart? I have way too many.
It's crazy when you see like all the tabs up there, and then really he slides over 20 more. It's like, yeah,
I mean, Cardano, like, you know, this little low right here. I mean, it doesn't. I just feel like the worst of the dent you took from not selling December, the worst is over, in my opinion.
That makes sense.
You know, and VeChain, you know, obviously has a very strong floor of around 2 cents, hasn't even gone down that far. And then similar oscillator, kind of anchor wave, trigger wave, kind of got that curvature. You know, the death cross did just happen. And like I said before, this death cross to bull cross took about 270 some days. From the day of this death cross, 270 some days over, puts us at August this year, which would be right on time for the bull run being Q3, Q4. In terms of, you know, from now to local high, we're talking 186% back to just about 8 cents. That would be absolutely insane. But also, I want to appreciate that VeChain has consistently, since these bear market lows, has been putting in higher highs as we've gone along. So, you know, I think that VeChain is going to be a big performer. It was a top 10 performer. This pump in December, VeChain was a top 10 performer. Let's not sleep on, you know, the HBAR, Algorand, VeChain. HBAR and Algorand were in the top 5. VeChain was in the top 10. These coins are not dead. VeChain got about 887% pump back to 28 cents. I'm not ruling it out completely. I think it's possible. In terms of like the most pragmatic outcome, I think like this gap between, you kind of see this here, and of course we are a little bit lower right here. So this is kind of a no man's land in terms of price action. And then we kind of have this wick and this wick, which is why these two yellow lines are drawn across the top right here. You know, those are targets, like that 16 to 18.5 cents. From right here, right now, that would be 469% to 550%. Like I said, I'm looking for a 4 or 5x. So will I sell all of my bags at that point? No, but will I take some serious profits? Oh yes. Oh yes, for sure. So you know, I am the kind of trader, I don't think to myself, what can a coin do? I think to myself, what do I need this coin to do to meet my goals? And being goal oriented ensures that you click the sell button. Most people don't know how to click the sell button. They don't know how to do it.
Well, they only have a buy button sometimes.
And it is really important to be patient, like and to take an honest look at your portfolio and say, okay, I'm not, obviously having your expectations being too high, those crazy big expectations. What you're going to do is you're going to get to the top. And you're not going to sell anything. And then it's going to start dropping. And oh, it's just a retest. It's just a retest. And then guess what? You lost all your money. You didn't take any profits. The bull run's over. And you didn't sell anything.
Because you didn't have a plan.
Because you didn't have a plan. I would rather sell 70-75% of my bag at a 4 or 5x. And then if it 10x's, well, guess what? 20-25% of my bag still gets that exposure.
Mm-hmm.
And if it goes the other way, I'll sell that other 20% at a 3x instead. But I do feel that if this could be the bull run of all bull runs, I do stand by that. Guys, it's only March. Bitcoin halving has not let us down. Not yet. And until it does, we're going to go into this bull run assuming it's going to be on time or close to it. And we got to be patient through March, April, May, into the summer. Got to be patient. Make a plan and stick to it, like Mike Lowry said in the chat.
There it is. My guy, Mike.
I'm not really feeling any portfolio grading today or anything like that. I don't see a portfolio in the chat either.
No.
But I'm more than happy to do that next week. Let me check my calendar here on my computer. It is March 7th. I don't have any travel plans until the beginning of April. So, these next couple weeks here, we're going to be streaming. Not, maybe at least 4 days a week, sometimes 5, sometimes 4, with members only streams peppered through there as well. So, Oleg, AJ, you don't expect crypto to pump until the summer. Well, I'm not saying it's not going to pump at all. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying in terms of you got, let me find like a clean,
I would expect like a little bit of chop, right? Some up and some down. You got to keep it interesting. And there may be some times where we get a little bit more volatility. There are some times where a little bit more excitement, a little bit more sadness because it's downward action. Or depending if you're a trader, you can move those things and you can work the needle and whatever in your favor. But the whole idea of oh, I see. Is this are we dumping right now because of tax season?
I'm not sure. I mean, to say that's the reason.
We've always got to find a reason, right? There's always a reason.
I don't know how we could say that is I don't know how we could say that's the reason. I am trying to pull my Ethereum chart. Ethereum did kind of push back up.
Are you still in your trade?
Yeah, well, because 20 under 2100 is my stop loss, and it went down to 2118 and has pumped 1.6% up to 2152 in the past 25 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna stay in the trade. I think that it could come back anyway. Oleg saying, do I think there's not going to be any pumps between now and then? All right, well, let's take a look at this. This is the others chart, as in the total crypto market cap subtract when the top 10 is subtracted. That subtracts the big 2 stable coins, Tether, Circle. That subtracts Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Cardano, Doge, stuff like that. And this is what's left. Altcoin number 11 and everything else. All right. And the others total market cap is under $250 billion right now. I think this could go well into the trillion or trillions eventually, obviously. But Oleg, you kind of got to understand that one. If you look at this yellow uptrend right here locally, we are respecting that still. We have tested it, but we have also bounced up off of it. And we have it losing 217 is really bad. Really bad. Because that would be a break of structure from this uptrend here. We have not broken that uptrend yet. And in the same breath, we did just get a death cross on the daily. And we're probably we might suffer for a little while. But in terms of, are we going to see something like,
Boom.
You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be pumps. We're going to have our alarm set like we always do. I react to most significant trades, significant moves. There's many. I don't miss significant shifts in the market ever. That's because I have so many alarms set. And
we've heard them go off.
Yeah, and you guys should have them set too. So losing 217.25 billion on the others is really bad for all of your altcoin bags. To be fair, you know, we kind of put that low in. We got the death cross, anchor wave, trigger wave. We very well could respect this uptrend. That's what I'm hoping for. That's best case scenario. We lose this uptrend, we break structure, then we're really like kind of, you know, looking at when do we break this downtrend? Because if you kind of go back in time and look at, you know, 2024, you know, we had this downtrend here, the blue downtrend. All right. And eventually, sure enough, we broke it. We started putting in higher lows. We changed direction and we went on our pump. All right. And that's what we need to start doing. We need to start putting in higher lows here and get that change of direction. Structurally speaking, this is going to be an easier downtrend to break because the angle is sharper than this one. Which makes me think it might not take as long. And also just, you know, the conditions in terms of, you know, how crypto pumps. I mean, really, we're looking at the move up from 2020 into 21, and then sell and may walk away, all-time high, really long bear market, kind of a weird looking cup and handle, maybe double cup and double handle. That is a thing. I've seen it before.
Brass knuckles.
And, I feel that as long as 217 is really important that we hold for the local uptrend that started in August of 24. These other levels here, 189 billion would be kind of big support resistance, and then local low, 150 billion. We lose local low, this one, bear market. Bear market. I don't think we're going to. I think we are going to be right on time, Q3, Q4. Even if it's not optimal, anything you buy now ultimately will be a win in the bull market. That's where I stand. That's how I feel. Time takes time. You have to be patient. Trading is the transfer of wealth from the impatient to the patient. Be the patient. So, guys, we are going to peace out for today. I do have some videos coming this weekend. I got a Cardano price prediction coming your way. I know some of you in the Telegram aren't sure how to set your stop losses and how to day trade on Bitunix. There will be a video coming out tomorrow on that, and then a Cardano price prediction on Sunday. So I do got some normal content coming your way this weekend. Obviously my price prediction has changed since, you know, some of the recent developments,
like the reserve announcements and stuff.
The reserve, and I think it's going to be higher. I think I need to go through a lot of my price predictions between now and the summer and kind of get them reset as the macro changes. I'm more than okay to, if things change, you have to be able to change your opinion. Like there are things that I did not know were going to happen. You can't read the future, so you need to be able to pivot and make decisions. So we still got over 200 people watching the show right now.
Smash that like button.
Thanks so much for being here. Make sure you smash the like button on the way out the door. I just really quick was looking at my Ethereum trade. Like I said, it kind of put in this low. I'm still standing by the fact that I think this was the low for Ethereum for now. And it did kind of pick back up. My trade was down a lot worse than it is now, only down 600 now. But I'm going to let this thing crawl out of the dark here. If it goes under 2,100, I get stopped out and I take a $2,000 dent. But I'm going to stick by my analysis I did last night. And even if I do get stopped out, I'm still going to stand by my ideas that I showed you from Ethereum, like, you know, this idea with the daily chart, how this uptrend here that started back in 2020, I feel this uptrend is going to be respected. It kind of has to be for the Ethereum bulls. You know what I mean?
What's your strategy then? Because like you said, if you want to like really trust the research and everything that you've done, and it just so happens that you got stopped out here, but you want to get back in because you really feel like this is a trade that you wanted to be in, like, but you don't want it to be a revenge trade, right? You don't want to get right back in. Like, so what would be the ideal thing to do? Like, if you're like, all right, I just want to like reassess the situation and just wait for a different entry, or
so as always, I'm going to react to a significant occurrence. That's how I trade. And also it's kind of hey.
Like, what if it was just a wick though, and then like continues to go up exactly like what you were planning on?
That's what I'm saying, which is why, there are certain levels down in here, kind of across the top right here. We kind of have, and it even kind of continues back this way, right there, that alarm and that wick alarm, 2271. I say I get stopped out, I take a break, reconsider, and it comes back up and clears 2271, and then we can target, the neckline of the head and shoulders. For the record, if we do kind of have an inverse head and shoulders here, we're forming the shoulder, so we have shoulder head forming the shoulder. So if this does come up, we break the neckline here. Neckline alarm 2320. We get ourselves a measured move that takes us to 2644. From the current price, that is a 23% move. From the neckline, that is a 13% move. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for Ethereum. Make sure you set those alarms. I will post those ideas and those alarms in the Telegram group. Guys, if you'd like to sign up for the Telegram group, send us an email, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. If you already sent an email, we will get back to you. Please be patient. We get a lot of emails. So we will get to you, I promise. So guys, I couldn't be more bullish. It's kind of a nothing burger with price. Kind of expected that. But at the same time, hey, all those people are in the room talking about crypto, how we're going to make America the crypto capital of the world.
So bullish.
Bullish.
All
right. So you all have a safe rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Get rich or get wrecked. Peace out. Smash the likes on your way out the door.